Howdy, guys. How are you today? Let's see, this is a nice park. You got your squirrels, you got your trees, you got your fountains. It's all right. From what I understand, things are going to get better. On the way here today, of course, we did receive what I call an attack, which is some fire was labeled at us, or ladled to us, or tossed on us as they drove by. Something. Yeah, it was stuff that goes directly to our belly. I keep on thinking of that thing, that let me light your candle, song, because I'm sure hard to handle. It's like, no, we don't want to go home with you. Don't light our candle. We already have a home. Thanks. It's a place where there's lots of light and good people. And it is heaven itself, or it's that white place. Yeah. They do say Jesus Christ thinks he's who when he's in the world. Well, I guess when he's out of the world, way up high, I guess he realizes that's not who he is. Guys, I want to thank you so much for all your love and support, for all your help, because it's made a big difference. We were deathly ill for several weeks there when we went into that full fast thing and they decided to kill us because of it or something, I guess. But anyway, we woke up this morning thinking, yeah, we're going on our diet today. And we put on the pants and everything. It was like, gee whiz, these fit really well. But then whenever I put on my coat, I was like, oh goodness gracious, I'm snug in this thing too. So yeah, we're definitely going back on our diet. Besides, I've gotten bored with eating. There's certain foods I do like and I want to eat, but I was re-inspired by a young'un the other day who was talking about, going back to it. They were talking about fasting from more than food. They were saying you can fast from this, that, or another, and it's the truth. I do need to fast from more than just food. That's one of those things where, like for example, the one thing I know that I'm certainly going to be fasting from very soon and probably forevermore afterwards is the prophetic word, folk. If that's not a clown show, I don't know what is. I've seen so many of these and that are just, completely, totally full of it. And it's like, obviously, they're for the enemy. The one thing that's weird is that some of them you look at and you think, gee whiz, that seems like it's awful nice and it's pretty too. And they seem well meaning. But the thing of it is, that's always been the enemy. The enemy's always been that to come across like all nice and happy and sweet and all that stuff, whenever, because they know the other stuff don't work. And but the thing of it is yeah, it's being settled that once and for all that no, we're not a part of the darkness, nor are we to be joined with any of the darkness. We're not on team darkness, and we're not going to be stuck in the middle, of, oh, we're just so damned undecided. We can't figure out whether or not we like God or Satan more. No, we enjoy the light and life. We're very much aligned like that. The darkness, I don't even know what it has to offer, to tell you the truth. I don't know what it is. That, because whenever they say men love darkness more than they love the light, and I'm like, well, I can't see it. I don't know how, unless it's sex or something like that. Maybe that's that could be something that could get people to not follow after God's submission. Or maybe it's maybe the darkness itself is just the density, the 3D density, which I feel a little bit more dense in my body. And I thought we were going to end up being lighter. But I guess that's what all the attacks were for, to keep us from going to that next phase and going higher, because they knew, we were already vibrating at a high vibration. It's funny how people will move from one spot to another for no purpose other than, to be like close. Anyway, guys, what I understand and what I've been told and what I see is happening is that no, it doesn't matter, regardless of whether or not we're eating or if we're saying our prayers 10 times a day or whatever. We're being raised up and we're being raised out of it and disconnected from all this stuff that's been trying to lay claim to us. These things of darkness, these things of hate, which, we're not a part of that. Again, all I can say is like, hey, legally we're absolutely absolved from all of that and been set free. There is that thing, but it's like they don't want to admit to it or something like that, I guess. But what I am told is, and I see coming true, is it won't matter. Very soon now it'll be a finished kind of thing. And that while we are free and we is made free of it, it's just a matter of time before their reach and their claim is meaningless. It won't matter if they come by to try to light a fire, because it just won't matter. The winds of heaven go and just blow that back out. And I realized, this morning I immediately caught some of it, and they go to the belly. I don't know why, but it seems to be their favorite place. They've been trying to attack for the longest time over the last couple of months, ever since I said let this be a body of peace, which really made them angry. And I was inviting the Prince of Peace in and all that. But actually, I left, and then I got dosed on the highway by some chick going by, and witch, right? And but it's become obvious that, hey, they can't maintain that here unless they're real close. And here's the thing, here's the kicker, here's my Christmas gift that's coming. I know it's on its way. Sooner or later, and it's going to be sooner than later, it won't matter if they're laying on top of me. It won't. We could be sleeping in the same bed together, and it won't matter. Their energies won't be able to penetrate in. They won't be able to attach anything to us. And it's because we're of a different vibe. We're of a different tribe. The house of light. Not anything to do with darkness, that's for sure. And certainly this is not a house of darkness. Not a house for fire of any sort. We don't make arrangements like that. We don't have any agreements or business with them other than goodbye. Like for the same as the last 15 years. 15, 16 years. It's been a long time. But basically, yeah, and again, goodbye darkness, goodbye witch. And we even have some of these things trying to claim us like they're family, like they're our parents or something like that. Nope, there's no thing of darkness or hate that's my parent. They can't say they're mommy or daddy over me. Our Father is of light and is of heaven. Isn't this pretty out here? The light streaming through and everything. It's just the time of the... That's one of the things about this time of the year. The light changes, the angle of the light changes and casting the shadows in a different way. It's beautiful, really. Well, guys, again, thanks so much for all your love and your support. Any kind of help that you can give, we certainly are very grateful for it. And we're grateful for becoming, again, re-inspired, as we're supposed to. That eternal renewal thing. It really does work, and if we get fed a little bit and get to that point where we're not being beaten up, daily, or at least to that point where it don't really hurt that much, you don't feel it, then we tend to go on. I heard one of them talk about how they were a real worker, and I was thinking, man, if you were me, you'd know what it was to work. It's like 24/7, 365. I know that we haven't had a break from this war, which is all it's been, in the last 18, 19 years or something like that. This that we've been experiencing just recently, that's the closest thing that we've had to any type of a break in all of that. Yeah, so what we found is that, we don't need to get away from it for very long, and it all dissipates and all the fire goes out and off of us because it's not a place of fire. So that was really reassuring. I'm glad of that. And it reaffirms to me that, yes, indeed, as a matter of fact, what I've been told is the truth. And it's only a matter, I'm not exactly sure what it is a matter of, but I know that sooner than later, we're going to be completely, totally detached. And again, it won't matter if they're sitting on top of us. It won't be a thing for us to worry about, because none of that's going to be able to be attached to us or stay with us. Well, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.